Good morning, students. This is revision lecture of chapter number 3, Discovering Tut, the Saga Continues, written by A.R. Williams for class 11th, subject English, book Hornbill. In this lecture, we shall revise the whole chapter and then we shall be getting one revision assignment on the basis of understanding the chapter. So let's begin the chapter with its revision.
Children, earlier I taught you line by line from your book, and now I will be summarizing the chapter in order to recapitulate the main theme of the chapter so that you can recall what was taught in the chapter. Discovering Tut, the Saga Continues is a chapter which gives us an in-depth insight of Tutankhamun, the last ruler of the powerful Pharaoh dynasty in Egypt. He was a teenager when he died, and his death was a mystery for everyone. Some speculated that he was murdered. He ruled in Egypt and its empire for centuries. In 1922, his tomb was discovered by Howard Carter, who was a British archaeologist. After 80 years, he was taken from his resting place for CT scan, which offers to solve the mystery of his life and death by creating a forensic reconstruction. Tut's father or grandfather, whose name was Amenhotep III, was a powerful pharaoh who ruled over a period of 40 years. His son Amenhotep IV thrived him and began the strangest period in the history of Egypt. He promoted the worship of Aten. Aten was the sun disk, and he changed his name also to Akhenaten, meaning servant of the Atens. He also moved the religious capital from Thebes to the new city of Akhenaten, called Amarna. Further, he attacked Amun, a god. He smashed his images and closed his temples. Another mysterious ruler succeeded him, who died very soon, whose name was Menkaure. Next, Tutankhamun, also known as Tut, sat on the throne and ruled just for 9 years. He worshipped god Amun in his old ways, however, he died mysteriously. When Tut's mummified body was discovered, he was laid with lots of gold, wealth, and everyday items like a bronze razor, games, clothes, cases of food, and wine. Carter discovered him after searching for many years. After researching on the treasures, he decided to investigate his 3 nested coffins. Some parts of the Tut's treasures in the tomb were already looted. His tomb was rock cut 26 feet underground, which had wall paintings. On the outer coffin, Tut's face was gilded. In the first coffin, he found the garlands of olives, lotus petals, and cornflowers. It showed that he was buried in the months of March or April. The third and final coffin put Carter into trouble. The resins used to cement Tut to the bottom of the solid gold coffin was hardened enough, making it impossible to move. Then he put the coffin in the sun for several hours in the hope for the resins to loosen up, but it did not work. Finally, he removed the resins with the help of chisel and hammer. Carter felt he didn't have any other choice as to if he had not cut the mummy from limb to limb, thieves would have looted the gold. His men first removed his head, then they cut off every joint. After removing the body parts, they placed it on the layer of sand in a wooden box and put it in the original place. In 1968, The mummy was x-rayed by an anatomy professor who revealed new facts and few facts about his breastbone and front ribs which he declared were missing. Later, on January 5, 2009, Tut was taken for CT. CT means computed tomography. He was taken for CT scan, which takes hundreds of X-rays and creates a three-dimensional image of Tut. The night of the scan, the workmen carried his body from the tomb in a box. They climbed ramp and stairs and lifted it on a hydraulic trailer that held the scanner. The scanner stopped working, which paused the procedure. After using a pair of spare fans, the scan was finally done. Then, after 3 hours, his body was taken back to his tomb where his body was resting in peace.
So children, this was the complete chapter. Discovering Tut, the saga continues. And now you can see on your screen there is one revision assignment on the basis of this chapter, in which I have added almost all the additional questions, and you can see there are 9 questions to be answered in 30 to 40 words each, and there are 2 questions to be answered in 120 to 150 words each. So you can start writing these answers in your notebook, and next day you will be getting the solution of this assignment, and then you will be matching your answers given by you with the solution given by me. Then you'll be rectifying the errors if necessary, and you'll be posting me homework after rectifying all the errors. And by the time, thank you. Have a nice day.